everybody. My pal Jay has asked me to do a review of his Goldwing F6B. He puts miles on it, I put miles on mine, and he was curious what a Harley's like when it gets over 50,000 miles or so. He doesn't know many people that ride as many miles as I do. I think there's one other guy, Hank Bone Cutter. So Jay asked, hey, you know, why don't we get together on a great day, swap bikes, and see what they're like. Now, his is a 2013 model, Goldwing F6B. It's before they came out with the cruise control. Hey, doggy. Came out with the cruise control on the models. And I'm curious to see what a Goldwing's like when it gets a lot of miles on it. Be a neat review. You know, I think sometimes when we review new bikes, we tend to forget a new bike isn't going to have a lot of the quirks and problems that a used or an older bike or a bike with a lot of miles will have. That being said, in my reviews of bikes, if I hit on something that's just slightly out of whack as far as feelings or how things go, then you know it's going to be a bigger problem down the line. We're going to swap right here.
Volume.
Yeah.
If a bad song comes on, this changes it.
Okay.
All you need to know. You know that rolls through the song. It's on iPad.
Cool.
All right. I'll let you lead though.
Okay. Woo! It's a lot lower than mine. Wait till that truck gets by. Okay, let's start over since my camera was all crooked. My goodness. So, the F6B, with it being a flat 6, is so much more responsive than a V-twin. A V-twin, you have the power stroke, you have the exhaust stroke, and a flat 6, straight 6, or even a straight 4 for that matter, you have power at almost every millisecond. I mean, you're not going to catch it slightly off guard like on a V-twin sometimes, so just be slight lag in the throttle, and that's even with the throttle being adjusted. The F6B Goldwings don't have the same suspension as the regular Goldwing. The regular Goldwing, you had more adjustability, you had switches you could press and it would adjust. The F6B, you just kind of have to pull a panel and do it by hand. With it being a 2013, there's no cruise control on it, but that's okay. Compared to the FJR 1300, the FJR 1300 I think is a little more flickable. The F6B is no slouch, but it is definitely a wider, slightly heavy bike. I love the windshield. Let's say you're riding along and it's hot and you want a shorter windshield, since these didn't come with power windshields back in those days. Just undo some free screws at a stop, flip it over, voila, you got a short windshield. Okay, that's great. Now you hit some bad weather, it gets chilly, undo 3 screws, and voila, you got a bigger windshield. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, I've heard some of the Goldwings, when they first came out, had issues with the heat off the flat 6 motor. Had something to do, well, take it with a grain of salt on this, early days. It had something to do with the fans on the radiators. And those, supposedly they either sucked when they should have blowed, or blowed when they should have sucked, or excuse me, blew when they should have sucked. But I'm not really feeling a lot of, or any heat really. Nothing that I can say for certain is an issue. Clutch pull on this is so soft. So soft. I love it. So easy, you know. The seating style, you got your legs up underneath your, well, I'd say midway of your thigh, kind of tucked in a little bit. That's why some of these people put the highway pegs like he has. Dash is easy to read. So I've had a choice between this and a FJR 1300. Well, this has a radio, so you gotta up on the FJR 1300. They're both shaft drive, both fuel injected, both multi-cylinder engines. You know, the FJR's got the 4-cylinder, and this has the flat 6. A tough choice, that's for sure. And one thing I like about the Goldwings is the headlights. You got 4 headlights, and I know they are bare to change the bulbs, but if you go back and look at the video where I review my pal Curtis's F6B mods that he had done, he put LED lights into the headlights, which we did a group ride not long after that, and it was during the day, and somebody asked him if he was running with his high beams on, and he was like, nope, they were just low beam. And speaking of headlights, I don't think the F6B allows you to adjust the angle. Maybe, I don't know. I know on the regular Goldwing you can adjust the angle of the, I think the low beams. You can adjust it based on the way the bike's leveled out. I love how the Goldwings sound like a Porsche. Suspension's a little stiff. I think I am going to take this off. The cramp buster.
It just comes right off.
Yeah.
Twist the opposite way. There you go. Keep turning this way.
There we go.
Let me put it in my pocket. Yeah, you
put it.
If it's in there, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we're going slower, I think I had it set at more highway, so yeah.
Yeah. It kind of tricks your wrist. You go to barely touch.
I was thinking for your first time, it's a thick grip and everything. You know, you should have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of grip, you know, Frank.
Yeah.
I hate the guys that have those thin little grips, and then they wear gloveless. They go gloveless. See, I don't. Yeah. Summer, winter, no matter what, I always wear a glove.
Yeah. I mean, you want to do that section again?
You can do wherever you want to go. You want to take it up on the highway, take it wherever you want to go.
No, we'll do that again. That way we can handle the curves with it.
This whole area
is beautiful.
But curvy road.
Yeah, I know.
And there's a little gravel in corners, but I mean, you're experienced, so you ain't gonna worry.
Yeah, you got to watch it. How's that one doing?
Feel fine.
Good. We'll go back and right after that long straightaway by the river, there's a pull off for the boat ramp.
Right.
We'll pull off right there.
Feel free to, you know, the strength on that one is between like 2,500 to all the way up. So if you're at $3,000 or something, twist it, hold on. I mean,
oh, I know. I felt it already.
If you're inclined to that kind of riding, it's good for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that without the cramp buster on there. Man, the cramp buster's good, like you said, you know, highways, long distance, especially since it doesn't really have a cruise control. This thing takes this hill like it's nothing. You don't have to drop a gear. This is nice. Love the mirrors. I mean, you can see everything behind you. Those mirrors are gorgeous. Harley mirrors are okay, but these, oh my gosh, it's like that FJR 1300. You know, they're out there a little bit. These are even bigger than that, I think, which is great. So if I had one of these, what would I change? Not a lot. I don't like not having a CB. I like having CBs on bikes. I know a lot of people say, well, blah, 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 we don't use them. But, I don't know, I find them handy. I would probably figure out a way to mount my GPS or phone or whatever up in the line of sight just a tad so you can see the map without really taking your eyes too far off the road. I've seen people put them on the handlebars down low, and I don't know, teach their own, whatever you can come up with, but I think up higher would be nice. I mean, think about it, right about the top of that speedometer where that dash is, you're really not seeing a lot in front of that bike, you know. Another 3-4 inches for the GPS won't be a big deal. I think a company like Ram makes waterproof cases you could use. What else would I change? Of course, you know, put highway pegs on because you're tucked in, so it'd be nice to have an alternative position. Past this farm here and I'll check out the radio. What else? I'd probably have some kind of top box, tour pack, trunk, whatever you want to call it. Maybe a waterproof luggage bag on the back so that, you know, you could add some stuff if you needed to. It'd be real neat to have a collapsible one that folded up into the saddlebag. When you didn't need it, you can just take it off that rack. I would get one with cruise control. That way you can keep yourself out of trouble on long rides.
We're just so alike in every way, I gotta say. In fact, I just thought I might pop the question bed at night.
Weird Al Yankovic, huh?
Kissing her so tenderly, but woe is me. Who would have guessed her family crest? I suddenly spied.
Yeah, the radio's okay. Like I said, the FJR 1300 doesn't even have a radio, so that's always a plus. I wonder how many people miss that curve and just go launching into that field. Vibration wise, you know what, I'm not really feeling much, if anything. There's a little bit of feedback. Of course, he has Kuriakin grips or Kuriakin style grips on the handlebars. There's a little bit in the bars, but it's very minimal. I wouldn't see it being distracting at all. Nothing in the feet. The feet are great. Excuse me. So that's good. I mean, these things are smooth as silk. But like you said, the stock bearings and the steering, if you go online, you see people that have complained about those. They'll develop a shimmy. So you have to upgrade your bearings after a while. Just like with the Electroglide, your fork tubes are hidden. A lot of stuff's hidden by the fairing, so you know, you're a little bit more work involved getting all that apart. Now he did say he is having an issue with throttle response. Oh, it boogies. I think the FJR 1300 with that sport mode might have it beat though. And the power to weight ratio is probably more in the FJR's favor. I was reaching for my turn signal and it was on, hey Bluebird, it was on the, I'm not used to it being on that one side. Oh, perfect. So funny when you see somebody else riding your bike. See you. Ah, cute. Dealership put their name in it. That thing's a beast. That thing is a beast. It really is nice.
Get it open?
Yeah. What do you mean get it open?
I mean,
oh yeah, I opened up. Yeah, not full blast, but yeah, it's a beast. It's nice.
There's not enough straightaway here to really.
But
you don't want to be doing 100.
Yeah, that's true. I just like the way the turn signals on these with the amber is a lot more noticeable.
I agree with you, but I'm telling you, people change them.
They do change them, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's about $300.
That's crazy.
I'm cheap.
No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Oh, look at you.
Oh, go up in front, and I'll turn on the.
Yeah.
Now that's what happens when you do a turn signal, and then it's also got driving lights too.
Yeah.
Those are about 400, but they are the best.
I like the turn signal.
Daytime running lights in there.
That is nice. I like the turn signal. That's nice.
Yeah, see, like on y'all's bikes, the high beam and low beam are in the same house, and this one, it has two.
Getting the name of the
Dude,
bagger shield.
I talked to Curtis about that.